injustice brings its response. And this is why Thomas Jefferson said, I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just and that his justice cannot sleep forever. Why are you trembling? God has already entered into the fight. The plagues are already here, and they will get worse. And as you plan to kill our people, watch what God does. Our time to serve white people as slaves is up. God didn't make you to be their servants forever. It was only to last for 400 years. The 400 years is up. And if you still got a servant mentality, you're out of time and you're going to suffer loss. What time is it? It's time for you to get up now and do something to help yourself. It's time for you to unite with yourself and your people in love and brotherhood. It's time to do that. It's time. Listen. And that's the time. If you don't give us justice, you may lose it all. Supposed to pray for those that despitefully use you, and you're supposed to love your enemy. And that's what you've been doing for 100 years up from slavery, loving your enemies, hating your friends, and destroying yourself. Look at your condition. This is the way you've been taught. Our time to serve white people as slaves is up. God didn't make you to be their servants forever. It was only to last for 400 years. The 400 years is up. And if you still got a servant mentality, you're out of time and you're going to suffer loss. What time is it? It's time for you to get up now and do something to help yourself. It's time for you to unite with yourself and your people in love and brotherhood. It's time to do that. It's time. Listen. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, the time of treating black people as slave in America, it is ended. And right now we are seeing that Louis Farrakhan, he's coming out and sending a clear warning to the white America and also to Donald Trump to start oppressing black people. We have been seeing the challenges and the struggle that black Americans have been going through. We have been seeing how black people, they are being oppressed in America, not only in America, in these Western countries. But right now, Minister Louis Farrakhan, he's coming out and reminding white Americans or white people that their time of making black people a slave, it has ended. And right now, black people, they are waking up. So kindly guys, I want you to continue watching this video and a very powerful speech from Minister Louis Farrakhan. Then I'll be back with more comment. So black students, you get busy. And you stop all this partying and foolishness. You get your act together. As of tonight, you put down that reefer. And you put down that crack. And those pills and that drugs. And get your head screwed on right. You cannot live today with a half high head. You gotta be sober to see the tricks that's going down to rob you of your future, black man and woman. Clean it up. Don't come to Illinois State trying to make a white university relevant to black people. That's wasting valuable time. Come here and extract the knowledge and then go back and use it to build your community, build your people, build for yourself. Don't you come out of here looking for a job. Come out with a mind to try and create a job. Do you hear me, brothers and sisters? Stop all this talk about I am an alpha, I am an Sigma. I'm a Delta. I'm an AKA. What is that but more Greek letters? Jesus said, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord. Come together. Stop all this talk. Stop all this talk about I'm a Baptist, I'm a Methodist, I'm an Episcopalian, I'm a Jehovah's Witness, I'm a Church of God in Christ, I'm holiness, I'm Pentecostal. Stop that kind of talk. Jesus never spoke like that. Speak as he spoke. He was baptized, but he wasn't a Baptist. Talk to me. He never said he was a Methodist. He said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. He never said, I'm a Catholic. He said, I am the light of the world, meaning I'm universal. He never said, I'm a Jehovah's Witness, but it's a fact he was the witness of Jehovah. No question about it. He never said, I'm holy. He said, if the first fruit is holy, then the lump is also holy. He never said, I'm Pentecostal, but without Jesus appearing before the disciples, there wouldn't be any day of Pentecost. These are your denominations. These are your divisions. Prophet Muhammad never said he was Sunni. He gave us the Sunnah. He never said he was Shiite, but through his daughter Fatima, he had Hussein and Hassan. Come on. He never said he was Hanafi, Sufi. That's your stuff. Be what he was. He was a Muslim. He submitted his will to do the will of God. Be what Jesus was. Jesus never said, I'm a Christian. Not one time. He never called his disciples Christians. Did you know that? They were called Christians at Antioch by the enemies of Jesus. Jesus said, not my will, but thy will be done. He submitted his will to do the will of God. Come on. So let us do that. Stop all this division and let's come together as a family and love each other and respect each other and work for the good of each other, uphold each other in right, and above all, respect and protect and honor your women. Respect, protect, and honor your women. And to the white students, if you will sit down with these black students in an honest dialogue, without hypocrisy, maybe tomorrow you might make better sense than tonight. Maybe after hearing what Farrakhan had to say, it didn't necessarily drive you further apart. You're already apart. Maybe it gave you something, a basis upon which to start an honest dialogue. And through dialogue, maybe you might learn to respect each other. And as I said on the Donahue show, white students, think about it. You didn't come in a vacuum. You study biology. And you learn Mendel's law. You know that dark skin is dominant and light skin is recessive. No, this ain't no black supremacy. just that the truth is supreme. You know that dark eyes are dominant and light eyes are recessive. And you teach that you can get the recessive from the dominant. But you can't get the dominant from the recessive. So two white people can only produce white. You can never produce yellow. It's just not in your genetic makeup to do that. It's a biological, mathematical impossibility. But the black man can produce from jet black people an albino with blonde hair and light eyes, showing you that in us is the whole human family of the earth. And from the black man, whom the Honorable Elijah Muhammad called the original people of the earth. That's why you're black. You're not black because you're cursed. You're black because you are the original life in the universe. Yes. Yes. You say, I can't believe it. And I thought I was black and ugly. No. You are black and beautiful because you are original. Just be yourself. Don't try to be white people. Be you. Fall in love with you. Jesus said, love your neighbor as who? Yourself. So you can't love your neighbor if you don't love yourself. So fall in love with yourself, then maybe you'll be able to love your neighbor. And since you don't live in nobody else's neighborhood, I guess your neighbor looks just like yourself. Well, thank you for inviting me. I know I stayed all night, but may God bless you all. Thank you, Illinois State University. Thank you, black students. May Allah bless you as I greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum. Turning a people inside out, robbing us of name, language, culture, religion, God, and making us so sick mentally that after they struck down involuntary slavery, we became voluntary slaves. Figure that out. Figure that out. Figure out that we died in the American Revolution for America's freedom. Figure that out. Figure it up that we died in the War of 1812 and in the Civil War, 400,000 black soldiers were in the blue and the gray on the side of the North and the South fighting to preserve a union that didn't give a damn about us. Figure that out. Figure it out. Figure up the lynchings and the night riders. Figure it out. Figure up the land that we got and the land that was taken from us. Figure it out. Figure up World War I.
You introduce your buddy to TTFC.
Figure out the devil's punch bowl. Figure it out.
We died and they crushed Germany and they never gave us nothing. World War II, we died in Normandy, in Sicily, in Palermo, in North Africa. We died to beat Germany. We died in Guadalcanal, in the Philippines, in Okinawa. We died at Pearl Harbor. Figure it out. And after the war is over, you rebuilt Germany and you rebuilt Japan, and the black man is here in America, not living in a decent house, without a job, his children destroyed. Figure it out. We fought in Vietnam and in Korea. Figure it out. What is Martin Luther King's life worth to us? Figure it out. What are our leaders' lives and black organizations destroyed by government policy? Figure it out. And when you lay down what you owe us the whole damn country, and we're not asking for that. Figure it out. We're not asking for that. All we're asking is for justice. To the white students, it's time for the mind of white supremacy to break up. It is time. You, as white students, need a new kind of teaching. A teaching that will prepare you to meet the new world, which is brown, red, yellow, black. That new world coming in, you gotta meet with that world. And you can't meet with that world like your fathers met with that world, because they were asleep when your fathers met with them, but they're waking up today. So you gotta have a new kind of mind. You gotta be prepared. And Illinois State University is not preparing the white students to meet what they're gonna meet in the next century. They're not preparing you at all. And that's why Farrakhan is a man of value, not only to the black, but he's valuable to whites. If you will listen to me, you can live. Listen. Now, brothers and sisters, to you. Our black men are an endangered species. You young men, I'm so proud of the young men that I met tonight. These young men, the future is safe with these young men. But brothers, you're in danger. Because the government is thinking, we got to deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. 25% of our young men are in jail, on parole, or under court supervision. We have a very high infant mortality rate that says that we are subject to lose, or likely to lose, another whole generation. Listen. They program us for unemployment and then put drugs in the community. After they show you the lifestyle of the rich and the famous, they know that you're not going to work at Wendy's for $3.35 an hour. So now what do you do? If there's no job for you, what you going to do? He's taking your woman and bringing her downtown Chicago, downtown Peoria. She got the job, brother. What are you doing? You got an education just like her. But when they hire her, they say, we've satisfied our minority requirement. But they won't hire that black man. So you feel inferior now. Look at the problems in the home. The black man is home watching the soaps. The wife is out working. He doesn't feel like a man. So the least little thing that she says to him out of place, he's in her mouth. Great stress. More killing in the family. Look at us. killing ourselves. Yes, it's bad that white folk kill us, but it's worse that we are slaughtering ourselves. Can you see it? You're programmed right now for self-destruction. But the biggest hype is being worked by the government. Did you see President Bush lure a black brother in front of the White House to sell some crack? And then he gets on television and holds up a bag of cocaine and said right in front of the White House, they're selling drugs. They who? Young black man. What signal is that sending to white America? That's saying to white America, good God, these niggas are despoiling our capital. No. I'm not trying to be smart. The white minds are being set up right now for our destruction. That's why there's an increase on the campuses of racial incidents, an increase of police killings of blacks, and the attitude among whites is, why not? They're animals. Did you see the white girl a year ago, yesterday or the day before, the white girl that got raped in Central Park? She went out jogging at midnight in Central Park. And about 8 black people, they say, jumped that woman, beat her, and raped her repeatedly. And the next day, all the liberals were calling for the death penalty. Mr. Trump, a liberal, took out ads, 4-page ads, calling for the death penalty. The police went crazy, went in the community, snatched 8 young men, brought them to jail, put their names in the paper, went to their school, and guess what? They tested the semen in the woman against the semen of the 8 young men. And according to the DNA, it didn't match up. And listen. But the sad thing is, they didn't come back in the paper and say, got the wrong egg. Do you know the only semen that matched in that woman was the semen of her boyfriend? But the papers didn't come back. Not the Peoria newspaper. Not the Bloomington Normal newspaper. Very abnormal in the way they treat it. Not the Chicago newspapers. But this went all over the world. Do you remember Charles Stewart in Boston? Remember how the press played that up? The white man who married this beautiful white girl, it was Camelot again. That's the way they did it. I'm not making anything up. She got pregnant. And on the way from a birthing class, guess what? A black person somehow got in the back of their automobile and shot the woman in the head. Then got out and got around the front and shot him too. And all of us heard it on the news. The poor man. The fella at 911 asking him, can you tell us where you are? Where are you? I don't know where I am. Oh God, oh God, oh God. I hear a gurgling sound. I think she's dying. I think she's dying. Hold on, hang on now. Where are you? Sympathy rising all over the country. Black and white saying, oh no, this is terrible. Who did this to you? It was a black man with a gruff voice. And the whole country and the whole world is alarmed. And the press knew within 24 hours that something was wrong, but they kept that thing going for nearly 3 weeks to a month. And then when the truth was coming out, the man allegedly killed himself because he had planned for a year to kill his wife. Now, brothers and sisters, I told you earlier that when they got ready to bomb Gaddafi, he was a terrorist. When they got ready to bomb Noriega, he was a dope trafficker. They're getting ready for you. And so our young men are being painted as thugs, gangbangers, violent savages. Do you hear me? I know you think I'm just making this up. But brother, for nearly 3 years they've had young gangbangers in Los Angeles and other places on the television.
You go to Nigeria, which is, if not the most corrupt nation in Africa, and it is, it could be the most corrupt nation in the world, Minister Farrakhan.
Oh, and now, Mr. Wallace.
It is the most corrupt nation that I have ever covered. I've been there 25 years ago, and I've been there as recently as last year.
Fine. So what? 35 years old. That's what that nation is. Now here's America, 226 years old. You love democracy, but there in Africa, you're trying to force these people into a system of government that you just have accepted. 30 years ago, black folk got the right to vote. You're not in any moral position to tell anybody how corrupt they are. You should be quiet and let those of us who know our people go there and help them get out of that condition. But America should keep her mouth shut wherever there's a corrupt regime, as much hell as America has raised on the earth. No, I will not allow America or you, Mr. Wallace, to condemn them as the most corrupt nation on earth when you have spilled the blood of human beings. Has Nigeria dropped an atomic bomb and killed people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Have they killed off millions of Native Americans? How dare you put yourself in that position as a moral judge? I think you should keep quiet, because with that much blood on America's hands, you have no right to speak. I will speak because I don't have that blood.